I can see a PlayStation controller. Sometimes the day is getting older, goes from day to night. The end is in sight. Please avoid the blight. What is your downfall? What is your plight? How have you had such a massive fall from grace? You used to be a class act. You used to be an ace. He can really play the double bass. What difficulties and problems do you face? What things do you wish to erase? Right now, you're part of a new chase, a new dream, a new direction. Have you realized a correction that you need to address? You can always be the best. Put your skills to the test. You already know the rest. Unless you're quite ignorant and unaware of certain things. You used to run your town in a pair like kings, like two kings. Do you like chicken wings? I know many things that others may not. Please stop with the rock. You're chilling by the rocks. The clocks are going back. Not necessarily at this point in time, but at some point in time they will. Have you paid the bill? You've definitely got some incredible skills. Whatever you do, do it at will. You really are making a meal. He loves doing things for the thrill. Have you gone to the till? Please do your bit. This city is lit. Right now he's very healthy. He's very fit. He's really into going in. He's really into going to the gym. He always takes wins. Please get in the bin. We do not want really crappy behavior. I used to be your Lord. I used to be your Savior. Please, can I get some water? I'm talking to the waiter. Don't bait her. Do you use a cheese grater? I see you later, Mater. That's the guy from the cartoon films about cars. The destination is not too far from where we are right now. If I'm at the farm, I'll use a plow. If I'm in a snowy environment, I'll use a plow to cut through all the snow. This is something that you should obviously know. Are you a friend or are you a foe? You can really go toe to toe with essentially anybody. You're quite courageous. That first touch was outrageous. How audacious can you be? You can always feel free. Please see what you see. Have you heard of a villain in Spider-Man called Martin Lee? He was in Spider-Man PS4. You always want more. Are you sure that you're on shore? Or are you going off track to a different place off the coast? Please don't boast. You always say you do the most. This food is gross. It's really disgusting. Quite repulsive. Have you heard of the podcast by Logan Paul called Impulsive? Some see it as pulsating. Others do not have such a high rating of it. Have you been to a cockpit? You've already got it. Please don't mod it. Keep it original and how it already was, aka keep it vanilla. Have you ever seen Godzilla? It is a real thriller. You're a winner. On COD, do not be the guy who's always trying to be the one with the highest kills. Don't be a killer. Play for the team. A team player. You always be a slayer. Have you played Demon Slayer? Have you been to Marbella? Please, where's the waiter? I really got to take her to a certain place. This is, for me, a utopian paradise. Have you heard of Sam Allardyce? He rolls the dice. Sometimes things can get a little bit heated. Are you conceited? Keep your seat heated. You can't beat it. This game is impossible to win. But you can try, you can do your thing. Have you ever chatted? Have you ever talked to your ting? The ice on his wrist goes bling. I really have heard you sing. You're a very talented singer and also a serial winner. But yeah, right now it's winter. You can feel the glitter and the glitz and the glam. And over there by the sea, you can see the clams. This is a sham and a scam, an absolute scandal. Some things are too hot to handle, difficult to manage. Your first touch is average. Have you got your baggage? Don't be a savage, be a respectful individual. Sometimes being a little bit kind can do a lot, or it can do a little. Are you Stuart Little? Do not belittle what is fantastic. Don't take things for granted. Have you gone to the market? When you light a fire, you spark it, hit your target, shoot your shot, do what you cannot. Are you a human or are you a robot? Please, what's with all the SOP and the SOP stories? Don't need to get all gory. Don't bore me. Are you doing this for me or somebody else? You're cutting in from a different angle. Do you always wear sandals? As I said before, some things aren't the easiest to handle. He's got a saddle on him. It's the first thing he uses when he's got a horse. Are you Norse? Come north. Right now I can see a PlayStation to the corner of my eye. Have you heard of Bill Nye? That water is dry. Does that even make sense? Water is wet. I bet that's your first bet. Who's the most dangerous threat in the opposition team? Who's the most deadly attacker? Whoever it is, it doesn't matter. Even if his name is Lionel Messi, he can't test me. Greatest of all time has nothing on me. I'm not cocky. I'm just stating facts. On Minecraft, there's a tool called an axe. But be careful to avoid the hacks that not only are they present on Minecraft, they're also present on Black Ops 3. You and me, we can be a perfect team, doing the dream, linking up on Black Ops, doing the phase plays. You can take L's for days, you can trick shot and do the 420 blaze. But yeah, some maps on COD are like a maze. They leave you in a daze. Make sure you do good cooking. That player did a bad foul, he should be in for a booking, aka a yellow card. Your name is double barred, the fire is charred. But yeah, you can always come to my yard. That guy is moving very mad. Please do not be sad. This event, this gig was a fad. Are you a top lad, a top man, or somebody else? You don't have a plan. If you're from Britain, are you from Scotland, or are you Scottish, or are you Welsh, or are you English or Irish? Shout out to Billie Eilish. She's a stylist, or she has a stylist. I'm flying a plane. I'm the pilot. What's your favorite shade of color? Is it violet? Don't know if that's a shade or actually a type. The fruit is ripe. I can see when you type that you're always eager with anticipation. You're doing it for your nation. What are you really taking? Please stop faking. Please do it for real. I can see over there in the ocean there's a seal. Watch the highlight reel. What is your fantasy? What is your ideal? The ship has a keel. Have you heard of a former basketballer called Shaquille O'Neal? He's doing it for real. All legit. Are you fully equipped with your kit? You can really go tit for tat. Are you nocturnal like a bat? Is your favourite animal a cat, or do you prefer dogs? There's gears and cogs in this factory. Please get the battery. Have you heard of a Donny called Wattery from Death Note? L's apprentice, the one who raised him when he was an orphan. I rate all of your organs, the heart, the kidney, the livers, the lungs. Whatever you want to say, please say it with your tongue. Don't go on a run. Don't do stuff for fun. Do it out of serious and genuine meaning. Please stop fiending. Business is booming. You can see his smile is beaming. He's got a big smile on his face. He's determined to win the race. If you're not sure about something, then you can always just bust case. If you want to go in for something, you can go in for a little taste. The attacker's got time and space to exploit. He's got time and space to exploit. He can really do damage, but his ability as a footballer is average. He can't hack it. The fans can't back it. If you've got the ball, then just whack it. Have you got a tennis racket? If not, then screw it. Just do it. You've got it all in your locker. Um, in America, they call football soccer. Are you a TikToker? He really got off his rocker then. Have you heard of Big Ben, the landmark in England, near the House of Parliament? You're part of it. You're all an integral part of the system. You're all an integral part of the system that keeps its rhythm. But yeah, obviously, if you can't beat him, join him. If you can't beat him, join him there. Just join together. What is the weather? You've gone to the nether. Are you feeling better, or do you always feel not great? Sometimes he hates certain aspects of him, but no, in reality, you're a king. You should be proud of yourself and what you've achieved. No need to feel grieved or bereaved. If you do, then just leave. Gotta stay strong. I'm not wrong. Right now, I'm rapping this song with an instrumental beat behind it, with some instrumentals in the background. You'll always be safe and sound. You'll always be around. No need to lounge. Have you gone to the lounge to chill and relax? What is the main thing that you back? Do you pay tax? You're always making racks. You probably live in Monaco, a tax haven. Right now, you look like a bird called the Raven. What things do you intend on taking? What things do you intend on making? I've got my legs crossed. The game was bossed by only one man, the midfielder. I wonder what appealed to her in that game. That made her always be really eager for the challenge. She was always up for it. Always, trying to get the ball back. During Christmas, Santa has a sack of presents that he gives out. Do you want clout? What are you about? Are you headed south? Please don't always use your mouth to make claims that are not factually true. Do what you gotta do, but please stay true and please come through. It's always between you and me. One thing that you'll see is that some things are crystal clear. The beginning is near. Why do you shed a tear? What is it that you fear? Are you really here, or are you somewhere else? Right now, the Donny's got a massive smile. You can see the guile, the silk, the trickery. Do you want to get a win with me on Fortnite? If the time is right. If you got a kite, then fly it in the sky, fly it up and high. Don your suit and don your tie. Do you like cottage pie, or are you more of an apple pie kind of guy? Either way, have you been on Ross? Have you been to Ross on Wye? I can really hear your sigh, your sigh and your frustrations. It's okay. That's sometimes how the day will go. Have you listened to Blueberry Faygo by Lil Mosey? Please don't be nosy. Who's your bro? And who's your bro? Who's your broski? Please do not throw me. I'm not that light. This game was light work. Have you heard of Lil Durk? Are you Scottish or are you a Turk? Have you been to Turkmenistan? Do what others can't. Have you heard of Genghis Khan? Cats often play with balls of yarn. Oh darn, I messed the opportunity up. What's up? Drink from the cup. It's all love, but sometimes it's not enough. You're from a different place that's above, aka heaven. Your favourite number is 7, lucky number 7. Were you born in Devon? Or have you been to Reading? The sun is setting, please do your bedding. Don't be a cretin. Don't let the anger set in. And don't let it fester. Sometimes you can be someone who pesters. Have you been to Leicester? What place is better? It's a place outside of London, but it defo is bustling. Sometimes you gotta be hustling for those pounds, grinding for them. grinding for the pounds is how you get through the day. One thing I'll say is that despite the pounds, you really are making weird sounds, behaving eccentric and irrational. Some things you do are going international. The margins are fractional. You can really be a handful. Please do not act like a cannibal. Can't be a fan of them all.